This week in the A to Z sketch challenge, we're up to the letter V. So we're getting near the end of the challenge, which we started in January to encourage a sketching practice. And each week the letter changes. So I'm up to V. I'm using my own reference, which is mostly from Africa. It's actually all my reference is from Africa, and I was trying to see how far I could get, and so far I've got right up to V. And so this week I am drawing a vulture, and one of the Ugly Five. So I drew another member of the Ugly Five last week, which is just a bit of a fun take on the Big Five of Africa, and they are a little bit unattractive to look at, but absolutely vital as the clean-up crew in the African bush. It would be devastating to not have vultures and marabou storks in the system. So very easily can clean up a dead carcass and get rid of the waste, the bones, all the meat. That's why they don't have feathers on their head, because they can plunge into the carcass, and you wouldn't want the feathers to carry too much rubbish. It would impair them. And that doesn't sort of help them, look attractive either. So that looks fairly good. And they're quite fluffy. Well, this one's fluffy. I think this is, not sure, white-backed vulture. I should check that. I should have checked it before. Go all the way down there. And actually this is looking just a little bit too thin. I'm only filming about 10 minutes of these, and then some of them I need, I touch up. Others I've done enough. It's only to show the structure, how I build up a sketch. And sketching is a vital part of what I do. I really, believe in it, and I encourage my students to sketch. It helps you study your reference carefully. It builds up coordination between what you're seeing and what your hand's doing. It helps you establish proportions. So I've got that under there, so that's not correct. It's back here. It's back behind the eye. So it is about there. So I'll just move that back. And he's got a lovely little feathery collar. You notice a lot more about your reference when you sketch it out first. You can just do a simple thumbnail before you do a drawing to help you plan the design, and it just helps you sort out issues on a smaller scale rather than launching into a really big project and then noticing things that you might have missed when you chose the reference. So sketching is very important, and the more you do, the easier it becomes. So he's got this fluffy, sort of almost like a wool. On his neck. And things like this, they don't have to be that accurate. Don't let it put you off, that you worry about it doesn't look right, because it's only a sketch. It's in this case, we're just looking at mainly proportions, getting a bit of character very quickly. As I said, even if you limit yourself to just 10 minutes, it's just such a help, to help you establish so much about your drawing practice. It's a little bit shorter there. I think his head's looking a little bit long now, but I won't change it again. Let's put a little bit of shading on his face there. So it's been great to see what the other members have come up with, some of the interesting creatures, different letters of the alphabet. It's a bit more solid colour there. Solid value there, show off his white breast. There'd actually been a kill overnight nearby, and this vulture just landed at a waterhole. So it was really nice to get an up close photo of him. And as I said, they're quite amazing in their own right. I think his neck's a bit long there, but yeah, quite a big bird. Rather large wingspan, quite spectacular, even though they're not the most attractive. But there, that's yeah, a bit unfinished, but about 10 minutes. I'll just put that in. It's got a bit of a feather. So V for vulture.